start coming out, the SF's going to have a very, very hard time to deal with this. And that's where I'm looking towards Fishman. I think his positioning has to be immaculate on the Omni Knight. Very, very strong hero with a Heavenly Grace to be able to stop a lot of the initiation that can come through from Talon. But Fishman needs to be in a really, really good spot. And Pure, that's rough.
Pure's in danger. The spot of the Tombstone is better than the positioning of the Omni Knight as they toss back the Shadow Fiend. Quick early kill. That's a way that you want to start the game for yourself. A little bit on...
He's going to have a rough time. I think the first couple of waves, Pure did a really, really good job at pushing KP out of the lane with the races. But now that they've got access to, you know, multiple levels of the sidekick, the rebound and the dispose is going to force the Shadow Fiend into these bad scenarios. Bottom lane, though.
You know, we spoke about it earlier that if you get hooked as Silencer, there's actually nothing you can do. And we get a demonstration of that in the bottom lane as Toby gets dragged back in by 23 Savage. Kataomi does get some degree of revenge though, but unfortunately 23 is just happy. Toby is in effect in danger of dying in his bottom lane. And speaking of danger, the top side of the map, Pure, yet again, we mentioned it again, Tombstone is up, they jump him, and they are going to be able to kill him. Heavenly Grace or no, he's going to be able to take out the Tombstone. He's still alive for now, actually, KP though, running him down. One more right click should do the trick. And they do indeed get the kill. Erstwhile down bottom, Q. He's the one in danger now. They went in for Toby, but they weren't able to finish off the kill. So they get bounced back. Nice hook back onto Kataomi with the telekinesis. So it's going to be the Tiny instead that they choose to bring down. Oh, maybe not. Nice toss back. It doesn't save his life, but it does look cute, which sometimes is all that matters. But now Toby's in danger too. Both of them have just been brought down in this bottom lane, Fluke. And it's all going south for the side of Entity here in this early game.
Yeah, this is what I talked about, right? Sometimes it can just be a feed train, and unfortunately...
It is not fun for anybody. Thanks for ruining our pubs, Talon, because everybody now is going to be trying this one out.
Yeah, I think some of the games that we've seen this core Marcy as well, or even the core Undying, when you just have these heroes that can just constantly go, oh, the Unleash is top as well. KP's looking for a solo kill.
Oh my god.
He's going to get it too.
Dispose. He's going to get the solo kill with the Unleash, and Pure, because he's died so many times, he's under-leveled. And actually, he's in danger right now. Storm are forced to make the rotation to the top lane, but he might not be able to save the Shadow Fiend. Nice little lasso from Stormstormer onto Marcy. And KP forces the rotation, forces the lasso, and almost kills Pure anyway. And now they're like, sweet, we know it.
The team that is playing fast is generally the team that I'm going to be favoring in a lot of these games, and they're doing it perfectly right now. You get the Arcane Rune
right
there
now.
on Stormstormer.
He's going to try to leverage it to get a kill onto Makoto as Kataomi gets the Avalanche. They do drop down this Tombstone though. 23 Savage making his first big rotation off the map. And will he be able to find revenge for the dead Makoto is the question. Kataomi, he's going to be the one left behind as they quickly bring him down. There's still a hook coming back in, so Stormstormer's actually not safe. Barely misses him, but here comes KP as well. Unleashed is at the ready. Goes in with the rebound, gets the damage out, and Stormstormer. Woo! Maybe wishing he stayed at home with how much damage just came out as they bring down this bat as well. Fishman should be able to escape unless the hook connects onto him. Savage, does he find the angle? Does he find the angle? I don't think he has the vision. Nope, he's fine. Fishman should be okay.
Yeah, no vision coming out here for Talon, so 23 Savage didn't want to go fishing that time around. But you can just see the amount of damage that this Marcy hero does with max out sidekick. 65 bonus damage on Unleash. Walked in directly on top of Stormstormer and blew him to pieces. 23 Savage though might be in a bit of a rough spot.
Maybe stayed behind a little bit too long here. Didn't really have any support nearby, and they do end up taking him down. Q was all the way on the other side of the map, hides in the jungle. They can't help him, but KP and Hyde are still here, and Fishman
the Centaur
regrettably finds himself getting stunned up. The Centaur Conqueror looks like the neutral creeps themselves want some more tiebreaker games as they enable Talon to be able to bring down Fishman.
Yeah, I thought that.
If he is going to die. Don't do it. Don't do it, Toby. Be patient. Don't do it, Toby.
Oh, he knows.
He queued it. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Tombstone gets dropped down. He's supposed to global this, but he should end up dead here. Stormstormer comes in, though, as a form of support. They get in the flame break with the drag back on the lasso. Turns out it was a bait all the time, Fluke. He knew exactly what he was doing. Gets the +2 at the very end here and forces the deny on the tier 1 tower. And they're not done just yet. The Arcane Curse will slow down Q, and that should enable them to bring in a kill from Stormstormer. It's going to be a double kill for the bat. Nicely done.
Yeah, +2, -2. So Silence's brain is enlarging right now. Definitely feeling...
From How's he farming so quickly?
It's just Pudge things. Unfortunately for 23 Savage, he blinked in the wrong way. The hook goes wide as well. This could be bad.
Now they know that he has no hook. Coming in on Stormstormer, lassoed back. There's going to be the global. They want to cover this. Do they have the damage to kill him in time, though, is the question. Pure winds up the Requiem. He's still alive on 23 Savage. Will eventually die. But KP now might look for some kind of counterplay. He rebounded in with the BKB going, but ran out of damage quite quickly.
But they wanted to try and change that up. They wanted to see if they could get a little bit more of this gold on the map. KP is in the back lines here, looking to see if he can catch out Stormstormer. Another one of these wards goes in. He still has BKB, though.
Global Silence will cover him at the moment. BKB activated by KP, and Stormstormer gets off his own BKB. Lasso back into the waiting hands of Pure, who just right-clicks him down. Oswald on the high ground of the fight. Hyde drops down the tombstone to try and buy time, but unfortunately that time will quickly end. As they kill him, they take down the tombstone. They manage to bring down the Rubik as well. All of these heroes just got in the blink of a shot.
Yeah, Talon are really starting to get picked apart here in this game. And this is where, coming into this tournament, a lot of people put a lot of praise onto this entity roster. Oh, 23 Savage.
Oh no, 23 Savage. He BKBs though, but they don't care about the BKB because Pure has a double damage rune. Just right-clicks right through 23 Savage. They also get the catch-out onto Q. He's been brought back into an awkward position. One more right-click from Pure will finish him off. That is a double kill for the Shadow Fiend. And as is the way of Dota 2, they want to go into the Roshan pit utilizing the DD. But for once, keep
right now, playing around their massive team fight oldies and not getting punished for when they're off cooldown as well. I think that's the biggest thing here for Entity. Gonna try and fight without global though.
They're trying to steal this Roshan. Big flaming.
So much damage.
Yeah, right? Almost dead right now. They actually need to do something very quickly. They get the jump onto Fishman. That is the best possible target, and he doesn't have buyback. So he can't immediately come back into the fray. Stormstormer, will he try go for the steal here? Indeed he does, but he doesn't get it. BKB active though as Kataomi gets himself hooked out of the Roshan pit. He's already been brought down with the right clicks on Makoto. Stormstormer, as his BKB ends, they're running onto him, but Pure Requiems onto the high ground. Fears 3 heroes and ends up blowing up KP. So although they end up losing the Aegis, nonetheless, Entity gets something out of that fray. But still,
probably want to try and aim for that here on the Makoto. The Flame Cloak, unobstructed movement, and increases her spell damage, so the Flying Lina could potentially be what they need here. There's a lot of BKBs though on Entity, so maybe not. Oh, the Vision game is so strong.
Kataomi! 2 heroes caught inside the Avalanche. He will end up dying to the right-click damage, but unfortunately, for the side of Entity, they've already lost one. Toby popped the Global Silence already, so it's down. Pure coming in.
Around some of these big cooldowns and these big spells. I think Talon did a really, really good job at not forcing Makoto to BKB. He kind of just stood there and just auto-attacked. So he now has his BKB still at the ready. It's a 6-second duration as well. 23 Savage is turning into a bit of a menace. They're just going to drop the Tombstone and say, come fight us here, Entity. Oh no, they caught Hyde.
Another lasso drag onto this Undying. He buys back into this one. Kataomi won't be able to find the jump just yet. Toby did drop the Global Silence. The Tiny looking for a way in as the BKB was popped on the Pudge. But at the same time, BKB was also utilized on the Batrider. So 1 for 1. Makoto still has access to his. Pops it now. And there's Kataomi getting demolished by this turret leader.
Oh, they're on the Shadow Fiend.
23 Savage can now jump onto Pure, finding the Dismember. But Shadow Fiend activates the Satanic. He starts right-clicking back to health. He's gonna be all right. They have killed Toby though. And now Fishman getting himself dragged back into the fray. Dying to the right clicks of Makoto, who's already found himself a triple kill. And although Pure feels very strong, there's only so much he can do by himself. Toby goes in to try and delay this Roshan siege. They're going to be able to at least kill the Rosh. Hyde does die to the right click damage of Pure, but Pure needs to watch himself. Hook back in.
Yes, the Aegis.
Savage, but 23 has the Aegis. He'll die, but he'll happily sacrifice himself if it means taking Pure down with him. And Stormstormer gets jumped onto by 23 Savage. With the refresh on the Dismember, it's enough to grab the kill on the Batrider. And the Entity have been broken around the Roshan pit. Talon Esports.
1,000 damage in a single team fight by Makoto, by the way. Now
that
go back to live.
Go back live. We see them taking a lane of racks through this mid lane. We've all had games where you deal less than 15k damage in total, let alone in a solitary team fight. Makoto has protection on the high ground. The Lincoln Sphere prevents the lasso. And now they brought down the Batrider. Stormstormer does have buyback. Pure, will he find the Requiem? Indeed he does. Feels back KP, but can't kill him. 23 Savage trying to track down Pure. Has access to the Dismember in a couple of seconds. Will they be able to eat him? Kataomi has tossed back Hyde, but that's not one of the primary targets. Silence has been out. Fishman is dead. And Q jumps forward, drags back Pure. Pure gets eaten alive with his own Requiem as it gets stolen away by this Rubik. He dies, he's gone. And that's going to be another lane of racks taken as well by Talon Esports. This game is feeling like it's about to end here, Fluke. Entity were balanced on the knife edge for so long, but Talon happened to push them off a cliff near the Roshan pit, and now they're going to push them out of this game. Stormstormer getting the lasso, dragging back the Pudge. They've already killed Toby, who is dead without buyback right now. Tossed back from Kataomi into the fountain, but 23 Savage keeps himself alive. There is going to be the right-click damage from Makoto. They're not actually going to go for it, because GG has already been called. Entity throw in the tower. They realize that Talon are too strong, and the only third win of this Lina pick in the entire damn tournament. Talon Esports make it happen. They grab game one. They keep TI hopes alive, but more importantly, they make sure that tiebreakers are all the more likely.
Oh my god, what a game from Talon.
Create space. 23 Savage, we've already seen that with this swashbuckle, you mentioned it earlier, he can clear out these Eidolons. I'm sure some of the CS that he's been able to pick up right now comes from that, but him just having access to swashbuckle means that Kataomi and Toby can't really threaten him, so it just has a pretty free time. But top lane, the threat is actually coming into the Drow Ranger. You mentioned that this lane has aggressive kill potential, and they managed to find it in the top lane, bringing down the Drow Ranger.
He's doing a really, really good job right now. They're going to have a bit of agency in this game. Toby's going to have a pretty fast Wraith pack. They're going to be okay with how he's going. Going to go for an Urn early on, though. Okay, I like this. They need the Spirit Vessel for that, because they're playing up against the Breaker. Oh, 23 Savage, he's dead.
Nice toss back into Toby.
Oh,
Toby doesn't die because Q comes out of nowhere with the Impale to bring down the Enigma. 23 Savage does eventually get brought down by Kataomi, but Toby died first.
So you go for like an LSA Dragon Slave play. He's got a lot of damage at level 7 here on the Lina. I like the vision that comes in from Talon as well. You can see that Kataomi kind of understands that this bench has been here for a long time, and I'm gonna try to get the kill here on a Fishman top though.
It's not a try, my friend. It's a successful kill, as they'll be able to pick him up. The Tombstone being dropped down, though, might enable Pure to find some revenge, but doesn't have enough damage just yet. They take out the Tombstone. Hyde will drop the magic missile. Can he get away from the Drow Rangers? In the trees right now. Cannot afford to get hit by another instance of the Frost Arrows. And using the vision, will be able to dodge it. Yeah, Makoto's coming as well. Makoto making this a turnaround onto Pure and compounding the misery of the Drow as he gets a kill with this Lina. Great rotation. You always feel so nice being able to come top without even needing to use.
And just plays really, really fast around his Pangolier. Plays really, really fast around his Mixed Assassin. Gonna go for
you wait for the BKB bots. Yeah, they come in for the Solar Guardian. Toby being looked at. No black hole available for a counter play as he's only level 5. One more hit on the Rolling Thunder should be good enough to put him to rest, but they miss it. Swashbuckle is instead the option. Does cost literally all the mana that 23 Savage has, but it's all okay. Mid lane though, they might find Pure as well. Will the LSA connect? It will not. So you will be able to escape away from this. And the question is, will the same be true for Hyde? And the answer is no. One more right click from Stormstormer should be able to kill him. They give the kill towards Pure as the Magic Stick bought additional time. And Erstwhile in the top lane, as they recognize that there's no heroes up on this side of the map except for Fishman, Talon punish him quickly and get that kill. The thing I wanted to talk to you about though, Fluke, look at this network of Stormstormer. He got demolished by Makoto, and Makoto is keeping the hurt on him. Not only is he beating him in the network department, he's now beating him into submission, throws him into the fountain with some right clicks. That's not in the script. 23 is gonna die though. One more right click. They don't even need it. Fishman gets it. Dude, so much is happening on this map right now, actually.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Makoto might.
Most of his squad does have access to TP, so I wonder if they'll come down and try to mount a defense, and that's indeed what they're going to do. They're going for this. They also go in with the Vendetta, but they have the Sentry Rune, but unfortunately, they have the Rolling Thunder first. Black Hole will be there, cancelled out immediately by the Mixed Assassin by Carapace as Makoto comes in on the back end of the fight, already eliminated on the Toby Enigma. Savage is going to go deeper into the fray, bringing down the Shadow Fiend and chasing away Kataomi. Pure showed up, but Pure is getting chased down. They have the Selly Hammer in a moment from KP. No more Gust available for Pure. They don't even need the Selly Hammer as they just go headlong into the Drow, kill him off. Kataomi tried to delay proceedings with the Avalanche on the back end, but that's not going to help as Entity get full 5-man wiped in the bottom lane for the tower push. Unlike Black Hole, all of the cooldowns on the side of Talon Esports are much, much lower, so they can do the exact same team fight again down bottom. So it's not a safe place to be for the side of Entity. Swashbuckle will come out, and here we go. They're going to start off that same team fight yet again. Solar Guardian does come in, goes onto the Shadow Fiend. They want the Stormstormer kill, and they are going to find it. Rolling Thunder still able to connect onto the Undying on the back end of the fight. Fishman will buy time with the Flesh Golem. He comes in, 23 Savage needs the shield crash to stay alive. The swap from Hyde will ensure that he lives. And the Swashbuckle ends up getting the kill onto Fishman. Further north, here's KP chasing down Makoto. And Makoto comes in to finish off Toby. And Kataomi, well, he's a real team player, man. Doesn't want to see his homies dying without him, so he says, I'll join y'all in the fountain. Let's go to the sauna together as they bring down 4 in the bottom lane for the second time around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at this. Kataomi also just has Blink Dagger. So if there's ever a time to take a fight, it would be now. He goes in, Avalanche onto 2, tosses back to Lina. There's the combo we wanted. Toss into Requiem, but he doesn't die because the save is there from KP with the Solar Guardian. And now suddenly it's Stormstormer who's isolated, Stormstormer who's left behind, and Stormstormer who's killed. The fight isn't over though because 23 Savage, he finds the draw range on the high ground. There is going to be help though from Entity. Kataomi jumps in, bails out the draw by killing off the 23 Savage Pango. It's a 1-1 trade.
Yep. It's going to be up in another 8 seconds, though. I'm going to try and find something here with Q.
Part 2 of this fight is probably going to start soon, as the posturing around the Roshan pit has not ended. They actually get Kataomi with a little bit of damage. He gets caught with the Impale. Man, what range are these spells? Long range Impale, long range Magic Missile. Kataomi is dead now without buyback. Roshan starting to regen up, but Makoto really wants to go back into this. Toby has dropped down the Midnight Pots and the Malefice. Here comes Salvation, thanks to the Solar Guardian. They swap Toby back into the middle of several heroes. Pure not going to be able to help out from afar, even though Stormstormer did drop the Requiem. Makoto has activated BKB as Pure now chasing down KP.
Yeah, but they are definitely showing that the way that these heroes combine with each other, the Solar Guardian in combination with the Nyx Assassin, how strong the Venge has been as well. Hyde's been playing an immaculate game so far. The swaps in towards the Magic Missiles. Oh, Hyde, he's found Toby.
They found Toby, and they've... Wow! Okay, well, 23 Savage just quickly gets the assassination onto this Enigma. Man, Toby has just not been allowed to play Dota. They get back in. Kataomi tries to go for the Avalanche, but he gets caught in immediately with the Spy Carapace. Hyde gets some additional stars out as well, but the real damage dealer is Makoto, who shows up with their newfangled Chrysalis, and they're able to bring down 2. This time around, they might feel confident enough to go into the pit. And
right now, and the fact that KP has just gone for this Heaven's Halberd in towards the BKB just goes to show that they understand that Makoto's damage dealer. They just need to make sure that he's enabled in these team fights and making sure that they're getting the kills. Oh, blink in from Q.
My God, what a player. Q
they stopped the Requiem.
2-hero Impale.
Oh
they stop the Requiem, get a 2-hero LSA to stop both Requiem and Black Hole. And now Makoto in full turret mode, demolishing these heroes. Fishman barely escapes before he gets stunned up out of the TP. That's 3 heroes dead in a heartbeat. Yet again, the initiation coming in from this Nyx Assassin. If you're in their position on Entity, once they get BKBs, do they try and smoke up and force a fight with this Enigma? But they don't have a Lotus Orb or a Linken's Fury or anything to block the swap, so it's so hard if you don't have vision of the Vengeful Spirit about what to do. And now, Nyx Assassin sets up yet again. Q comes in with the Blink Stun.
Oh, no Black Hole!
Toby, no Black Hole, cancelled almost immediately. Makoto just throwing in the right clicks from the low ground, earning himself a double kill. Swap back onto Stormstormer. He's in the midst of all these heroes. Pure's now on the high ground, able to get out some right click damage onto 23 Savage. So there's some positivity in this fight, as Hyde also going to get caught out and right click down. They forced a retreat from KP. So finally a successful fight happening from Entity. It does require them to buy back on Toby. They're not done.
They do have the Basher that's coming out now, or that's been out for a while on 23 Savage. So it's not like the BKB Lincolns is going to be the end all and be all for them. He will have to try and pray to Gaimin that he doesn't get bashed this time around. Entity is going to go in Q. Okay.
Okay. It's a nice little start to the fight to try and bring down Hyde, but there is going to be the initiation from the ultimate from Solar Guardian. Unfortunately, they've already brought down Toby as well. The right-click damage from Makoto, a bit too extreme. The Rolling Thunder from 23 Savage, looking for Stormstormer. Stormstormer doesn't have BKB anymore.
After he gets this AC to go in towards the Aghanim Scepter, I think he can have Ags. Oh, okay, they found Stormstormer.
No. Yet again, they put him out. Swashbuckle will be there with the bash. 23 Savage going in right now, trying to get this kill. Kataomi's the one stunned up, bashed up onto the high ground. Will be forced off down to the low ground, but doesn't really matter. They still find the right place. Makoto now trying to eliminate the Undying, and they go forward with the Solar Guardian. They've already caught out Toby. Stormstormer caught yet again. Does still have BKB. They forced a buyback from Fishman. Stormstormer patient enough to not panic and pop his BKB. Able to get back into the base, but now with all these heroes dead and an Aegis still in tow, They might as well try going for this mid lane push. Got a fairly large wave coming in. They're demolishing these creeps. What can they do on the side of Entity to stop this from happening?
I really don't know. Hokori is kind of untouchable now. He's got a Wraith Pack behind him. He's always got Hyde behind him. Q's playing really, really good Dota. Just constantly getting in the face of Entity, and it's so hard for them because Toby is playing this Enigma, and he kind of just gets caught out. Oh no, they found the Drought.
Oh god, Pure found himself bashed up by the Swashbuckle again, and Mikoto just blinks on him with the BKB. Finishes him off. Hyde finds the swap back onto Stormstormer. He gets himself bashed by 23 Savage. Both the cores are dead of Entity, and their double letters will emerge. GG, well played as core. Talon Esports have done it, taken the 2-0, made this a very interesting day of Dota, and created a multi-team tie at the bottom of Group B. This is Talon Esports keeping the TI-11 dream alive here, Fluke. They will not go gently into the Sweet Night. They're going to make